Hello friends, my name is Claire. Welcome back to the channel. For this week's video, I'm going to be doing a storage container home designed for 1 to 2 Sims in The Sims 4. So this honestly wasn't my original build for this week's video. I was planning to do a modern ranch home, but I forgot to hit the record button, and so I kind of had to scramble a little bit for the making of this video because it kind of threw off my schedule a little bit. I'm also in an internship right now for school, so even though it's only a 1 credit internship, it is surprising how much time I feel like my day gets taken up by this internship. It's probably because there are different people on different schedules, and so like me working on my school in the morning doesn't really line with somebody else working with their school in the afternoon. And so we are just going to be building the kitchen, kind of figuring out how big to make the kitchen, and so that's why I have the couch in the living room already. It's just kind of helped me with the spacing of the kitchen to the living room. This is a home that is very pack limited. I don't have the exact number of packs, but if you are curious, you can go down in the description and see the packs, the lot size, and the name of the lot. And while you're down there, you might as well hit the like and subscribe button to let me know that you enjoy watching my content. I would also love to hear any tiny house suggestions you would like to see me build. Like I said, I'm a little bit busy with this internship, and I'm sure everybody else has some fun summer plans going on. So it kind of helps both of us out to have smaller videos. So we are going to be adding a window over the dining room table because the couch like backs up to the countertop. There wasn't enough space for an island, so I do just have like a standard kitchen table in this space, kind of like in the entryway area. I don't know if this is like technically would be a tiny home if you have the tiny living stuff pack, but if you do want to make this a tiny home, you might just need to shrink it just a little bit. So we are going to be adding some decorations into the kitchen. I was like I said, I was imagining 1 to 2 Sims living in this home. So I didn't want to like over decorate the kitchen. I just kind of had a story in mind that they possibly met at university, and so that's why there's like those university flags and like icons on the refrigerator. Maybe this sim or sims like just graduated, and so we are going now into the living room. So I realized I didn't have much art in the space, and so now I'm kind of just like adding decorations and adding art pieces just to help this space feel very lived in. So we are just gonna be adding some bookshelves. This unit is from the Dream Home Decorator pack. I was trying to use the packs I used for the original building this week, but I didn't use all of them, which maybe was a good thing. I wanted it to still kind of have that same feel, but obviously be different. Just kind of mostly for my sanity and not just like redoing the same buildings over and over again. So, yes, I probably could have just deleted all the furniture and started to re-record, but in the moment I was just kind of devastated and just wanted to move on, and I felt like I couldn't really like do it better than how I had it the first time. And if you want to go play in that original house, you can go follow me over on the Sims 4 gallery. And I did make a short on YouTube of like the main living space, and I think it even includes the bedrooms for the kids. So we are just going to be finishing up this home or this main living space. Haven't really finished the home entirely, but finishing up the main entry living dining area, and now we are going to be heading upstairs, but first we're going to be switching out this chair. I feel like I always need to have a chair to sit down to take on and off my shoes. Yes, I know that's not really how it works in The Sims, and there's just a little like dust cloud that like goes around your Sims' feet, and now all of a sudden they're not wearing shoes anymore. But I try to keep my videos or my builds somewhat realistic to the real world. So we are just going now to the second level. First, we're going to be in this small box, which I was imagining could be for a little like seating area, but then I'm like, this seems very tight. So I just have one chair in the corner and then a nice art piece because I didn't really want to have like too much windows. There was a window. I didn't want to have like I wanted to have some art on the walls, not just like be like window, window. And so we are just going to be now heading into the closet. Even though this is a small home, I thought it would be fun to add a walk-in closet to this space. I was imagining that this would be like a custom tiny home, and so that's why I do have a closet space in this house. So we are just going to kind of be making like his and her size, but it could honestly just be like for one sim, and it's just kind of like one's more formal wear, one's more everyday wear, and so we are just going to be making a little bit of a custom cabinetry moment, a little custom closet using these shelving items from the Dream Home Decorator pack and trying to like make it look very unique, even though it's not really that unique, but I wanted it to feel very like purposeful and custom. So we are going to be adding the clothes now, and I do get rid of the upper shelving on the right side of the closet because I realized it was clipping through the ceiling of the building, and I didn't really want that to be going on, so there's a little bit less storage on the other side of this unit or this closet space. So we are just going to be finishing up this side of the closet, and then we're going to be going into the other side. I didn't really make one side really messy and the other side really neat. I was trying to make this space very easy for your Sims or you to add your Sims personality into the space. Like if they don't like that picture, it's not really like their style. It's very easy to switch out. Or if they say the bed's not comfortable, it'll be very easy to switch out. Or if you want to add like yoga, if you have spa day and you want to add like a yoga area, there is plenty of space for that on this second level. There was moments when I was making this second level that I'm like, I think I made this too big, but I wanted there to be space for your Sims to make their own like edits to this area, and there isn't a like computer desk area up here, so that is where that spot ends up being on this second level. So I do make the bed closest to like the entry to the room. One, if your Sims are super sleepy, they don't have to walk to the very back corner of this area. Two, I wanted to have this giant window, but I also want to have a picture over the bed. So it just kind of works to have the bed kind of closer to this closet and entryway to the bedroom. Now we are going to be adding some curtains. I feel like this part was tricky in this area because the windows are so big that it was like hard to find curtains I feel like would fit the nice wideness, but if you can't find curtains like that fit the windows how you want, it might be helpful to use the same curtains that come with the same windows. Like if there's like the pack that has like curtains and windows, then it would be a good start to do like with the curtains that came with the pack. It sometimes works better when the items just, like, connect better, like, there's, like, that, like, grid to connect the items. So, now we're in the office corner of this space, and I wanted it to just be a very simple workspace over here. It's just kind of like an easy, like, grab what you need, easy reach. And now we're going to be adding a little hobby corner. I kind of make it more into a music corner and then move the bonsai tree to the balcony off of this space. So we are just going to be adding a microphone and a little lounging area off of the front window, and now we are in the balcony area. The first thing I add are these lounge chairs from Eco Lifestyle, and I combine them to make it look like a day bed out here. I wanted just like a very simple feel. This is like the front of the house, and so I wanted this area to be kind of simple and like not too cluttered. So we are just going to be adding a telescope and the bonsai tree moves out here. And again, like I was saying on the inside, your Sims want to like do yoga out here, you can add that yourselves. But now we are in the backyard of this storage container home, and I make a little grill area, and then I do add some more concrete tiles to the backyard. So there is a dining area out here. So we are just going to be finding some tables and chairs. I use these ones from the base game because I was trying to keep the packs limited to this build. So we are just going to be using these ones from the base game. The chairs look like they're from a park, but I was just kind of wanting this area to be very quick. So wasn't much room to work with because I kind of put the house lot a little further back. But if you want to add like monkey bars or a hot tub, you can obviously do that. But before we head into screenshots, the last room of this build is the bathroom. Yes, I did forget that I should probably do the bathroom for this build. It's kind of tucked away in the back, right behind the kitchen, but right next to the ladder to get to the second level. So I feel like it was just a very like easy access from either the first level or the bottom level. This is a one bedroom, one bathroom home, so I feel like having an easy spot to use bathroom during the night just kind of made sense to have it here in this back corner. So we are getting close to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. It helps more people see this video. And if you have any build suggestions for me, leave them down in the comments. And I hope to see you all next week for another Sims 4 video. Bye!